two-day SCO Young Authors Conference. Shri Kirti Vardhan Singh, Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs, is now with us. I would request our chairperson and director to kindly escort the Honorable Minister to the dais. Kindly, yes, huge round of applause. I would also request Shri Alok A. Dimri, Additional Secretary and India's SCO National Coordinator, to kindly be seated on the stage. I would also request Shri Varun Bhardwaj, Director, Minister of Education, to kindly be seated on the stage. And I will also request our chairperson and the Director, National Book Trust India, to kindly take their seats on the dais. I would also request SCO Advisor, Ms. Rakhanova Minara, to kindly come on the stage, and I would request the interpreter, Ms. Rashmi, to kindly escort her to the dais. Thank you. Thanks a lot. To this second edition of SCO Young Authors Conference, being organized by Ministry of Education and Ministry of External Affairs, with National Book Trust India under the Ministry of Education as the implementing agency. I welcome you all and all the our dignitaries and the participants to this two-day affair. You may be aware that in 2023, India was the chairperson of SCO Summit, and the first SCO Young Authors Conference was organized on 12 and 13 April 2023, which was focused on the theme Civilisational Dialogue. Today, the conference takes up the theme of dynamics of creative spaces in the digital age. Without much ado, I would like to start the proceedings with the permission of the chair. And as per the tradition of National Book Trust India, I would request Chairman National Book Trust India to kindly welcome the Honorable Minister of External Affairs, our chief guest, with a stole. With a bouquet of books. And a memento which has Thank you, sir. I would request our director, Shri Yuvraj Malik ji, to kindly welcome India's SCO National Coordinator and Additional Secretary, SCO Minister of External Affairs, Shri Alok A. Dimri ji. With a bouquet of books and a memento. I would request Director to kindly welcome Ms. Rakhanova Minara, the advisor of SCO Secretariat, who has flown especially to New Delhi for this event. A huge round of applause for her. And I would request Director to kindly welcome Shri Varun Bhardwaj ji, the Director in the Ministry of Education. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Now it is time to request Professor Milind Sudhakar Marathe, the Chairman of National Book Trust India, for his welcome address.
Good morning to one and all present over here in this second biennial Young Authors Conference of Shanghai Cooperation Organization. At the outset, respected Minister of External Affairs, Sanmananiya Kirti Vardhan Singh ji on the dais, SCO National Coordinator, Sanmananiya Alok Amitabh ji, Dimri ji, he is also on our dais. Then advisor SCO Rakhanova Minara, she is also on our dais. Then our own Ministry of Education Director Varun Bhardwaj ji, Director NBT Yuvraj Malik, and Chief Editor Kumar Vikram ji, and all dignitaries who have come here for attending this particular biennial Young Authors Conference. Now, whenever we are talking about this second conference, actually all of us are aware that it is a very, very important forum, Shanghai Cooperation Organization. When we go back to the history for a moment, what is SCO? Actually, it is a powerhouse of Asia, and it has emerged from the Shanghai 5 mechanism in 1996. Then consequently, on 2001, it was officially established, and now it has grown into one of the world's most significant multilateral organization, covering approximately 40% of the global population and 80% of the landmass of this Eurasian area. So this is why it is called as a powerhouse. Now we all know that when it started, only 5 members were there at start, but as it grows, there are 10 full member states at present in SCO. And we all are over here. Now what we are trying in this particular 2-day conference is, the conference theme, as all of are aware, it's a dynamics of creative spaces in the digital era, in the digital age. It's a dialogue among SCO young authors. This has got a good foundation which was laid down on July 4th, 2023, the New Delhi SCO Summit 2023. And a document was adopted titled Statement on Cooperation in Digital Transformation. That was the base for this particular theme of today's conference. So when we say that there should be a cooperation in digital transformation, then naturally there are multiple areas where the digital revolution has touched in all the countries of SCO. May it be literature, may it be publication, may it be book writing, may it be art, filmmaking, TV, radio, and whatnot. We all are aware that the digital age has caused a major transformation in how knowledge is crafted, shared, absorbed, used. It is no longer the case that the literary and artistic tools are location based. Some artist is doing some great creation in one part of the world, but because of the digital revolution now it is available across the globe in its similar manner with its exact replication. But it also puts the challenge about that also, that somebody can temper, change the originality, because the digital technology is having those tools available because of the technical development in the digital field. So that is a challenge. But the creative expression of the human being depends predominantly on three aspects: emotion, experience, and imagination. And technology may be used to enhance and expand the possibilities of all these three, but it should not overpower human ingenuity, human feeling, human emotions, human experiences, human power of discrimination. So that technology should not overpower. That is the whole idea. So this 2-day conference will explore the changes that are currently happening across the world, focusing especially on the impact of digital technology on creativity, on creative tasks in the human life. The conference seeks to provide an experience sharing platform. This should be an experience sharing platform for the young authors, researchers, artists, filmmakers who are participating in SCO 2-day conference. This conference aims to explore how digital spaces shape new formats of knowledge, pedagogies, literary culture for young authors. So at the last, I welcome all young authors, scholars, and researchers who have explored and contributed through books, research papers, documentaries. And they are the change makers using digital age, which is contemporarily very powerful. So we are trying to balance the capabilities of the digital technology and human creativity. Writing and publishing, art and culture, cinema, music, radio, and television. These are the 6 sub-themes. And I'm sure that after deliberations of these 2 days conference, things will come up which will give a way how the creativity can be at the superpower, but taking the help of digital kranti. In Sanskrit, there is one sentence which is called as a vade vade tattva bodhaha. When you go on discussions, deliberations, the philosophy, tattva, basic principles will emerge. How in this digital era we can use human creativity for betterment of the complete region. And SCO, as it is a powerhouse, we are very much expecting that the young researchers and scholars will deliberate and pave the way to go forward. Thank you. Again, I welcome all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. I would now request Ms. Rakhanova Minara, the advisor of SCO Secretariat, for her address. Thank you.
Добрый день, уважаемые участники. Добрый день, уважаемый президиум, заместитель министра иностранных дел, уважаемый национальный координатор, уважаемые участники, дамы и господа. Прежде всего, позвольте мне от имени секретариата Шанхайской организации сотрудничества выразить искреннюю признательность за Министерство образования Индии, за приглашение, высокий уровень организации нашей сегодняшней встречи, прекрасные условия и традиционное гостеприимство. ШОС объединяет почти половину населения планеты, и более миллиарда людей составляют ее будущее. Именно поэтому в нашей организации вопросами молодежной политики уделяется особое внимание. Сегодня в рамках ШОС действует и молодежный совет, проводятся форумы, активно развиваются различные проекты, такие как модель ШОС, а также международные инкубаторы предпринимательства. Эти все инициативы, они помогают молодым людям обмениваться идеями, находить партнеров и создавать новые проекты. Особое направление, которое требует внимания нашего постоянного и поддержки, это, конечно же, креативные индустрии, публикации, кино, арт-искусство, музыка, радио и телевидение. Они не только открывают простор для самовыражения, но и становятся универсальным языком дружбы, взаимопонимания, доверия между нашими народами. Показательным примером стала первая конференция молодых авторов ШОС, которая прошла в рамках председательства Индии в Шанхайской организации сотрудничества в апреле 2023 года. И поэтому там, насколько мы помним и знаем, более 60 писателей, поэтов, исследователей. Они обсудили новые формы литературного обмена, перевода произведения и совместных публикаций. Состоялся конструктивный такой диалог, который задал импульс для развития нового направления. Это взаимодействие молодых авторов, расширение культурных связей на всем пространстве ШОС. Символично, что нынешняя конференция, она вновь проходит в Индии, стране, которая активно поддерживает молодые таланты. Новое поколение авторов вносит свои свежие голоса в литературу. И об этом свидетельствуют и лауреаты индийской премии Яна Пурашкар, а также юные дарования, школьники, которые в рамках инициативы Summer Book Writing Festival также получили возможность представлять и публиковать свои первые издания. Подобные примеры, конечно же, вдохновляют, и секретариат ШОС со своей стороны, он всегда поддерживает проведение подобных мероприятий. Именно поэтому нынешнюю встречу мы рассматриваем как важную инициативу, создающую платформу для укрепления дружбы и совместного развития молодежи. Молодые таланты могут свободно обмениваться идеями, генерировать эти инновации и достигать взаимовыгодных результатов. В рамках креативных индустрий обсуждать интеграцию цифрового контента, кинопроизводства и дизайна. В бизнес-секциях они изучать могут инновационные модели развития малого и среднего предпринимательства. А в контексте стартапов можно рассматривать оптимизацию экосистемы, успешные практики инкубирования и привлечения инвестиций. Уважаемые коллеги, уверена, что конференция укрепит сеть молодежных обменов, придаст новый импульс нашему сотрудничеству, поможет молодым талантам реализовать свой потенциал и будет способствовать дальнейшему развитию двустороннего многостороннего сотрудничества в рамках ШОС. Желаю участникам всем конференции ярких идей, вдохновения и успешной работы. Спасибо.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for your insightful deliberations. May I now request India's SCO National Coordinator and Additional Secretary SCO, Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, Shri Alok A. Dimri for his address. Thank you. Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs,
Chairman NBT, Professor Milind, Minara Rakhanova from Advisor SCO Secretariat, Yuvraj, Varun, Kumar Saab, Editor NBT, and our young participants in this morning's conference. This is a moment of a particular delight for me. First, this being my first SCO engagement, and second, having done a stint in Central Asia. I was India's ambassador in Kyrgyz Republic. I'm happy to see so many of my Central Asian partners present here. A short while ago, I was speaking while chatting with my minister. I requested him if he has ever visited Tajik and Kyrgyz Republic, and to my delight, Honorable Minister already has. And I would like to begin today's discourse from that particular moment of my own surprise when I traveled to Kyrgyz Republic. Emotionally, it was very distant to me, even the geography in my mind. But when I took one of the flights which flew direct Delhi to Bishkek, it took exactly 2 hours. Even as a professional practitioner in this craft, I was surprised how in our minds we hold perceptions. To us, many global destinations are far closer to us than Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyz Republic, and many of actually the Central Asian republics and the SCO member states. Professor Milind so aptly put it that SCO is Asia's power. And yes, Asia is power. And why? Because we are young, we are youthful, we have a social demography which supports us. And how befitting that such an initiative has come at India's initiation, that we have taken this step to bring together our youth. And I want to welcome you all and our young scholars from SCO community, that the distance that I spoke of, 2 hours and the mental distance, it is our hope that these initiatives will bridge those distances. I also wish to commend our youth, our creative faculties, entities, organizations like NBT, who have withstood these initiatives, young publishers, authors, affordable books. Since decades at least, I can say, as a young consumer of these publications, we ourselves had benefited from NBT publications on parliament, on monsoons, on India's archaeology, civilizational heritage, Chola architecture, the temple architecture. And I invite you all, including our participants from the Central Asian republics and SCO member states, to take this opportunity to familiarize yourself with these gems that we have within us, amongst us, and exchange these views, exchange these bonds of friendship and ties with your friends, partners. And I hope SCO will become a forum which creates more space for technology, demography, creativity, writing, cinema. And I see that NBT has created a beautiful concept note incorporating our abilities, creative abilities, digital infrastructure that we have created, and the youthful demography that we have, a beautiful intersection of the present moment, our abilities, and how we can leverage these melting pots like Shanghai Cooperation Organization, BRICS, youth exchange programs, to familiarize ourselves with our geography, with our demography, with our heritage, and with our culture. I have the honor to extend a very cordial and warm welcome to you. I hope you will have fruitful engagements exchanges and a beautiful experience of having visited India and New Delhi. I thank you, and I thank NBT for putting it all. Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time to request our chief guest, Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs, Government of India, Shri Kirti Vardhan Singh, for his inaugural address.
Her Excellency, Ms. Rakhanova, Minara, Advisor, SCO Secretariat, Professor Milind Sudhakar Marathe, Chairman, National Book Trust of India, Shri Alok Dimri, India's SCO National Coordinator and the Additional Secretary SCO, Ministry of External Affairs, Shri Bhardwaj, Additional Secretary SCO, Shri Kumar Vikram, Chief Editor, National Book Trust, Shri Yuvraj Malik, Director, National Book Trust, our esteemed delegates, distinguished guests, young writers and researchers, Namaskar and a very warm welcome to New Delhi. Of course, it's a privilege to stand before you today at the inaugural session of the second Shanghai Cooperation Organization Young Authors Conference that is being held here. And on behalf of the Ministry of External Affairs and the Government of India, I extend a heartfelt welcome to all participants and the distinguished representatives of the SCO member states in New Delhi. Your presence here today is a testament to the enduring spirit of cooperation and shared vision that lies at the core of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. And this conference is a significant event and a wonderful example of the collaborative spirit between the ministries and our countries. And we commend the Ministry of Education and the National Book Trust of India for organizing this valuable platform for intellectual exchange and acknowledge the SCO division of the Ministry of External Affairs for its effective coordination with our member states. The success of the first conference in 2023, held under India's chairmanship, set a high standard, and it is a moment and a matter of great pride that this biennial event is now a fixture on a calendar, fostering a new generation of creative thinkers and writers. The theme of this conference, Dynamics of Creative Spaces in the Digital Age, a dialogue among SCO young authors, is both timely and also consequential. It resonates deeply with India's own national vision as articulated by Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, that we must harness technology creatively for the welfare and the progress of our societies and our people. This conference has indeed all our youth initiatives as a direct manifestation of his leadership and the Government of India's unwavering commitment to empowering the next generation. It is a key element of the vision for a developed India in this period of Amrit Kal. The digital age has not merely changed our tools, it has also fundamentally reshaped our creative landscape. As your discussions over the next 2 days will attest, whether it is the digitization of literary cultures, the transformation of music practices, the resurgence of oral cultures through podcasting, and also the convergence of traditional and digital broadcasting, it is evident that the creative canvas has now expanded exponentially. This democratization of creative expression is amplifying voices across the SCO region, allowing artists, thinkers, and citizens, historically overlooked communities, to participate in shaping the culture and political discourse. However, this transformation is not without its complexities. As we collectively navigate this new world, we must also address the challenges related to the preservation of our rich cultural heritage, to the protection of intellectual property rights, and the very nature of authenticity in a world of allogrammatic art and artificial intelligence-generated content. The SCO is more than a political and economic alliance. It is a platform for deepening cultural understanding and also people-to-people ties. And it is the youth that are the inheritors and the architects of our shared future. And this conference provides you with a unique opportunity to build a community of creative minds, to share your perspectives, and also to learn from one another's experience. The ideas you exchange here will not only shape your individual trajectories as authors and artists, but will also contribute to a more vibrant, connected, and a culturally rich SCO region. In my capacity as a Minister of State for External Affairs, I witness the increasing relevance of cultural diplomacy at the global stage firsthand. A book, a film, a piece of music, these creations often communicate more effectively and build stronger bridges than any official communique. They not only allow us to understand the nuances of each other's societies and also appreciate our differences, but also to celebrate our shared humanity and values. This conference in particular is a living testament to the shared commitment of SCO member states to youth cooperation and cultural exchange. It is a commitment that India has always pursued, and I have every confidence that this conference will be a resounding success. And I encourage each of you, the young authors, to engage in spirited discussions and to forge lasting connections. May your shared passion for creativity be the foundation for a future of peace, prosperity, and cultural harmony within the SCO. I wish you all a very productive conference and a very memorable stay in India. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for your insightful and visionary address, which will go a long way in giving a direction to the sessions which are going to happen in these 2 days of conference. I would now like to request Shri Yuvraj Malik, Director of National Book Trust India, under whose leadership we are organizing, the NBT team is organizing this conference, for his summing up and vote of thanks. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Respected Honorable Minister of State, Shri Kirti Vardhan Singh ji, India's SCO National Coordinator and Additional Secretary, Ministry of External Affairs, Ambassador Alok Dimri ji, Advisor to the SCO Secretariat, Ms. Rakhanova Minara ji, Chairman National Book Trust, Professor Milind Marathe, Director, Ministry of Education, Shri Varun Bhardwaj, Senior Project Officer, Shri Kumar Vikram ji, all the invited and present dignitaries, counselors, secretaries from different embassies and different countries, research scholars, delegates, and my dear friends from the publishing and academic industry. It's a great matter of honor and privilege for me as National Book Trust of India's Director, as a nodal agency for second SCO Authors Conference, and also for Ministry of Education as a nodal agency, and India as a nodal country to host this prestigious Authors Conference second time in a row. With the first edition, we had a great response, and today it's again we are here to deliberate upon a very contemporary topic, a topic of relevance which is shaping the way content is created, content is converted, content is disseminated. So the entire chain of content creation through digital landscape and intervention of technology is shaping the way we absorb the content, think about it, and feel about it, and look for futuristic policies on this subject. If we look at it holistically, the theme of conference is going to be in a very sub-theme format where we will contemplate on art, literature, culture, cinema, translations, music, radio, TV, and all other mechanisms where creative skills, creative landscape is being impacted by the technological integration. I'll not say invasion, I'll say integration, because technology is something that we have to assimilate, and that we are going to contemplate here. And with all these discussions, I'm very, very hopeful that there will be a lot of ideas which will be deliberated, there will be a lot of experiences that will be shared, and I'm sure these learnings will be exchanged in a very, very effective manner. Best practices coming out of the conference definitely will be documented. For the first session also that we had SCO conference, we have documented the entire proceedings. So these documented proceeding for this conference will also be shared with the member states and the delegates. Taking on a very brief way, whenever a technology comes, it comes with a lot of opportunities. If there are thousands of opportunities, there are hundreds of challenges also. Today we are integrating technology for betterment, expansion and creativity enhancement, but at the same time we are facing challenges of things like piracy and intellectual property rights, as the Honorable Minister has clearly defined that what are the challenges we have to think about that also. The data integrity, compromising the authenticity of data, these are the major challenges. And SCO nations hold the largest part of the population across the world, and specifically the largest youth population. And this conference largely focuses on youth exchange through the power of knowledge, literature and culture. Looking at the complete scenario of the conference, the theme of it, we have to understand two aspects very broadly. The way content is being created. The stories are not much being told by mother, grandmother and grannies. Now they are being told through Insta. The advisors are not our old parents in the society or the ecosystem which used to be in old way. It is being replaced slowly and slowly by ChatGPT. AI is shaping the way we think and absorb it. We have AR, VR. All these things are definitely impacting the creative spaces. But most important part is we have to understand how to make technology intervention as a force multiplier, but not as a regulator. It should become our force, not the controller of it. Today newsrooms are changing, movies are changing, music is changing. Where is the original source? We have to identify and contemplate in the next 2 days. News anchors are being replaced by AI anchors. You will be happy to know and surprised, India has second biggest movie industry in the world, and if you look at it, one of the largest and most successful movie of the last year has not been shot outside, it has been shot inside a studio, Narsimhan. So that is the power of technology, that creativity, if integrated, can create wonders. But at the same time, we have to understand that whatever artificial intelligence and technology we may produce, the human intelligence will always prevail over it, because it believes in emotions, expression and absorption. From an age of information, we call it AI today, information age to age of imagination. That's what we are going to think in this conference, and I'm sure there will be creative ideas that we will be getting from all of you. At the end, I will just make only one small point that I want everyone to understand. Technology, whatever we do it, in any format that we do it, the future will belong to those who can imagine it, who can design it and who can create it. So we have to imagine it first, then we have to design it and then create it. Today we can think in Delhi, design in US, produce in Latin America and sell it in Africa. That is the power of technology, and that we have to integrate and utilize it. No one is going to bother which software you are using. No one is going to bother which hardware you are using. Everyone will always remember what impact you create, what kind of better society you live, and what experiences you make. And that's how we are working on it. The education sector, and especially the books and publishing sector, the authors segment is the most evolved segment after AI that has been integrated into various landscapes, and I'm sure these translation things and all, they will be deliberated. I would like to thank our Honorable Minister of State for sparing his valuable time, for guiding us and giving the inaugural remark, and giving valuable inputs that will be discussed in next 2 days. I am also very grateful to our Additional Secretary and Ambassador Dimri ji, who has been gracious enough to steer this complete conference in a very, very quick and speedy manner, and that we are organizing it here. I am very grateful to our SCO Secretariat advisor who made all the way for this conference. Thank you so much for your kind presence. I am very grateful to my Ministry of Education, our Director of Education, who is the nodal officer on behalf of the Ministry, my colleague Kumar Vikram, who has curated the entire project from end to end and has been the main fulcrum of this project from the inception. My complete NBT team, and most importantly, all those authors, scholars, writers, researchers, delegates from different embassies who are present here to come on this issue and be part of it. Thank you so much, everyone. Wish you a great learning experience in the next 2 days. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for your kind words. With this, we come to a formal end of this inaugural session with the permission of the chair. However, there is going to be a group photograph of the delegates with the dignitaries on the dais, the representatives from the embassies, and the speakers who are participating in the various sessions. They are invited for the group photograph, and other participants, you are welcome to have your tea here. Thank you. Thanks a lot. There.